Okay, here's my 69 Porsche 912. We'll take a look at the inside of this thing. There's a little bit of paint irregularity there, not really rust or anything like that. Surface rust maybe. The door hinges are sagging just a little bit. I have new bushings for them. I just haven't taken the hinges apart and put the bushings in. Seats are original. No tears. Very mild wear, I think. Original seat belts. They're workable. Put a lot of work into that, getting those working. There's some loss of the chrome plating here. On this one is particularly, the others aren't near so bad. And in the back, there's your carpet. I hate to claim that to be original carpet. This car is 50-odd years old, but it sure if it's not original, it's from the original stuff. The leather tab is torn here. Original seat belts. The rear window the glass is in good shape, but the heater lines, none of them are intact. I have tested each of them with a voltmeter, and I have power on the power side, but none of it gets over to the other side. So every one of those lines has deteriorated over the time. It's got pop-out windows. Well, let's see. There's a light there. If I could reach it, I'd turn it on. Here's a light over here. And they both work with the door open, and then you can shut them off. Here's the seat belt. How do you like that? It's got original seat belt hangers on there. I like the old style of seat belts. It's uncomfortable, but hey, this is what it was like back in 1969. For those of us who were in high school then, that was really cool. Now, here's the door panel. I showed the other door panel in the previous video. It's all intact and in good shape for being 50-odd years old. Here's my dash. There's the original fuel gauge. This is a 911 gauge that I had and I added to it. I have the original, but I'll leave this in for now. Got a pressure gauge on one side, temperature on the other side. Tack works fine. It's old. You can tell the needle wavers as you're shifting gears, but then it settles down. And speedo shows 16,151 according to my documentation. That is 216,151 miles. Seems to be accurate. The clock works. The original clock I have, but it did not keep time. It would lose 5 to 10 minutes a day, so I set it into North Hollywood. Had them put a quartz movement in it. Heater controls work nicely. There's the heat. Here's the vent and the vent system. The fan light, I don't think the light comes on, or if, I bet you the 12 didn't have a light there, but I can't say that for sure. Original radio. And gosh, I don't have the key, but it works. It's fuzzy when you turn the... I'll demonstrate that in the next video. The cigarette lighter. I don't think this element works, but the element itself is hot. If you put your phone charger in there, it's good. There's the control for the rear window defroster. The control works, and there is power to the defroster. It's just that none of the lines are intact. And there's original glove box. Got some extra fuses in there, I guess. And what else do I have? A key for the Fuchs wheel locks, and a phone charger. Welcome to the 21st century. I'm not sure if I have a key for that. I guess I've never tested it. When I got it, all these rubber bumpers on the outside of the switches were original but kind of cracked, so I replaced all those with new old stock or whatever was available. Sorry. Here is, I found this to be the wiring for the gas heater switch. Should one have it? There's not one in this car. Here's the door panel on the other side. I showed that in the other video, and you can see that it needs a bungee cord here. And let's get this light. There you go. The door's open, so we shut it off. It's got original visors. Gosh, it looks like I had a mud dauber visit me this summer. And original visor over here. I assume original mirror. The dash, you can see, has a little bit of damage up there and there. But other than that, this is original dash, which I was very pleased. If you want to know the whole truth, when I got it, it had a plastic dash on it, and it was really cheap looking. And I thought, no matter how bad that original dash is, it's going to be better than that. So I tore it off. And this is what I found. I couldn't believe that someone had put that sucker on there. Took a while to clean the glue off, but that is a nice dash. All the switches work. I'll take it for a drive a little later. So let's open things up. Here's that door handle there. We'll open the hood. We'll open the back deck. Here's a nice engine compartment. I think it is anyway. The lights work. The rain guard's in good shape. You can see where it's been damaged right there, and right there where somebody had the air cleaners mismounted. These are Delorto carburetors. Gosh, looks like I need to clean it a little bit. That was a little cleaner. This thing has a little extra wiring. They were taking 911 stuff and using them in these cars, and I think that's the deal, and they have extra wires. These heat risers, I plugged them up. I don't use those. This car does just fine without extra heat to the carburetors. I rebuilt the fuel pump last year, maybe 2 years ago. I got stuck out in Colorado in the summertime, and fuel pump failed, and I had a kit with me. I was on the side of the road, and I went about to put that together. So I went to O'Reilly's and got an electric fuel pump. That got me home, and built that with the kit, the original fuel pump, when I got home. Here's an inline fuel filter. I put that in there, and I put that in there when I first got the car several years ago. You can see just a little bit of rust in there from the tank. And I've left it that way thinking, I'd say that's not too bad for a 50-year-old gas tank. Okay. Let's see if I have any oil in here. Yeah, right on the add mark. I guess I better get some in there. Right now I have synthetic in there. Mobile one with extra zinc. 20W50. When I got it, these rubbers on there were missing. So I got a kit that included those and one over the starter, and I don't know, there were 4 or 5 pieces to it, so I put that together. These oil lines were leaking, so I replaced those, and these are nice and tight. Here is the oil pressure sender back here that I put in there in place of the original idiot light switch. And I could put the idiot light back in with that post right there, but then I'd have to put a new wire in there, and I thought, oh, I don't know if I want to really go to the problem of pulling a wire through the body and through the wiring harness and all that, so I just went with just the pressure switch for the pressure gauge. Okay, and let's look up here. That gas tank flap is, I don't know, original or not, it's there. I think this antenna being black is aftermarket. And this strut is holding pretty well. It's got struts on both sides. I have a, looks like I got a spider living there. I have a new gasket. Haven't put that in. And the carpet, I think I replaced this carpet. Gosh, I wish I remember for sure. I did put this Elephant Racing strut bar in there. They say always carry an extra fan belt. I keep the maintenance charger on there most of the time on the battery. Spare tire. There's a surprise there. Funnel for adding oil. Always clean it before you use it. I have underneath the tire a block of wood. I always use that under a jack if you're beside the road. When I got this car, it did not have a washer, reservoir, and motor. So I found one of those, mounted the motor, got that all working. Let's see. My battery is dated 11/19, so it should be good for quite a while. Looks like the original strap. I put that rubber hose on there just as an insulation so I don't get any ground there someplace. I guess I need it over here. And they have a place for a second battery. Looks like I've got the jack under there. I think the 911 had a battery over here. I had an extra ground strap, so I stuck it on there anyway. But this car only comes with one battery. No rust in here. I guess I should show that for sure. Yeah, right. Hold tight. Alright, here I am again. Looks kind of irregular down there, so I haven't quite figured that out, if that's a repair or if it's manufactured that way, but it's nice and solid. Anyway, got jack tools. I don't find any paperwork showing that there was any front end damage. Alright. And my hood. And so the panel is in pretty good shape, seems like. Okay. That's my 50-year-old 912.